Tua going to hand this one to Breida.
And he stopped immediately there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. It's complete to Grant. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the Dolphins.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. There's Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
It's 2nd down.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On play action, here's Tua. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tartt. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Stepping up, Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. That's taken on the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here he's got Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Complete to
Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
44-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that one a disaster, a big loss there with 2nd down coming up. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Kittle catching the slant. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
George Kittle is easily one of the elite tight ends in the NFL. Back-to-back seasons of 88 and 85 catches. We just saw another one right there. Anytime he lines up on the field, you better treat him as a primary receiver and make sure you have a second guy in the vicinity to try and cover him.
And incomplete, a disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now fourth down. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Going deep here for Parker. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Kaepernick. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now Kaepernick. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime makes had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 45-yard line. Coleman now. Coleman, the first down and a little extra. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Gets it to Hardman, a jet sweep. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. And the lead is up to 5.
Good. Makes the score Niners 14, Dolphins 9.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is Jakeem Grant. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
On the return, the Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Breida, the ball carrier.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Tua. And his throw is incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8.
Brings up 4th down.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Hardman on the return. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. To throw, Kaepernick. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Noah Igbenogany. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll begin the drive with Breida. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
25-yard line.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They run again with Breida. Gets through, and now an opening. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now Adam Gase has put a pair of fingers up in the air. His offense is going to go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go. And the try for 2 is denied.
14.
Sanders now to kick this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now Kaepernick throwing on 2nd down. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brought down by Patrick Peterson. It's a pickup of 6. Brings
on 2nd down, here's Kaepernick.
At the 45.
He'll drop this down to Coleman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Throw right side going to be caught by Hardman. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Kaepernick to throw again. He may try and run for this. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him to first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, 91. 91.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays harder.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Brought down back at the 29-yard line.
Come on, boys. We call that sack lunch.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Here's Kaepernick to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down. Boy, how do you let a guy get that wide open in the 2-minute drill?
There's absolutely no way that that's coached or taught. That's an absolute complete breakdown on that play.
And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give him the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is 3rd down.
He's back to throw. Able to locate Wilson. And oh, he coughed it up. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
It'll go as a 1st down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Oh, Kaepernick's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So much of the 49ers' success last season was due to tight end George Kittle, the NFL's all-pro tight end in 2019. If you want to start a debate, ask the question, is he the best tight end in the game? Or is it Kansas City's Travis Kelce? Maybe they're 1A and 1B. In any event, Kittle had 107 catches last season, his 2nd straight 1,000-yard season, and he's a threat anywhere on the field, especially as you get closer to the goal line.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do, take the big...
It's caught inside the 25. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One final try for Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Today's final score.
But Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming. The Hail Mary, they just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for the 49ers, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll have another home date next week as the LA Rams come to town. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel away, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L.